Hello everyone, welcome to Sheena's Garden. I'm going to take you guys around and just show you a little bit of my food forest. These are strawberries I bought. It was cheaper to buy them in a pot of strawberries than it was to buy them individually. I did get the everbearing. And here we have my fig trees. I have two varieties of those. I'm going to pot them in bigger pots. This is my 5 truckloads of wood chips that I've had there for 7 years breaking down. I'm now able to use it to grow in, so I grow my potatoes in it, and it works out really well. They're starting to come up now. I have red potatoes and white potatoes, and I will be adding my sweet potatoes when the time comes. These are my Egyptian walking onions. They are going to be walking pretty soon. I have them planted in tubs. I have them planted here and there because voles, moles, and gophers do also enjoy eating them. This is my comfrey. I plant them around my fruit trees and in my garden just to give back extra nitrogen. And I also put it in my compost tea. And it works really, really, really well. And they do come back every year. This is Japanese Tokyo onions. I enjoy them, so I have them growing in a little pot. And funny thing is, they died back last year, and they come back, so I just leave them in the pot. This, I'm not sure what I planted, but I know I planted something because both pots had the same thing, so we'll see what it is. And these are Texas sweet onions. This is a carrot from last year that I'm letting stay so it could go to seed. It requires 2 years to get seeds from carrots, along with other tuber vegetables. This is garlic. This right here is mint. This is turnips. And this is radishes. This is peppermint. Peppermint is really good. I like to use it if I ever get nauseous or just to have peppermint hot tea because I enjoy it. It's refreshing. These are more Egyptian walking onions. I also have Jerusalem artichokes that I need to separate, so I'll be doing a video on that as well. These are Texas sweet onions. More Texas sweet and red sweet onions. I like onions. Well, you can put, chop it up, throw an egg in your rice with some onions, and it feels gourmet. And this, I planted some more onions and some other things as well that are starting to come up. I need to get a ground cover on that, but I'm going to wait because I waited too long, everything's starting to pop up. So as soon as it gets big enough, I'll add some mulch in there. You may ask why I put holes in the ground around my trees. It was because it was raining and I wanted the tree to benefit from the rain and not just the top of the soil. This is a Bartlett pear. I had to replace it for a pollinator for my moon glow and a couple other my pear trees that require a pollinator. This one I had to replace my other apple pollinator, so I went with a Red Delicious, and it will pollinate my Granny Smith and my Honeycrisp apples. This one right here is a cherry. I went with, I have bean cherry trees, and so I had to replace the pollinator on that. So I went with a black Tartarian. This here is a plum tree, and I can't remember what variety it is, but it's different than my other two. And so I'm looking really forward to that. Behind that was elderberries. This is a firebush peach. It's a dwarf. It won't get huge, but the peaches on it are really good, and it puts on such beautiful color. The limbs were completely full. They've been pollinated and they're falling off now, but at least I got a little bit of the beauty because it's absolutely beautiful. Behind there, I have a trellis that I usually grow bitter gourds, but I've got to move the trellis because I don't like to plant in the same place every year. And of course, back there I have more Egyptian walking onions. At least I'll be able to get them out to people that want them. This is a bean cherry. It's blooming as well. Hopefully my pollinator puts off some blooms so that I will have my bean cherries, but we'll see what happens with the weather, if it catches up and everything. This is another plum, and I top all of my trees, and I'm gonna start working with directions on them because it's just easier for me to reach the fruit. So thank you for watching, and I hope that everyone enjoyed it.